I want you to look at this guy here and tell me what's the first thing that came to mind. Yeah, I already know what you're thinking. Nah, no way this guy's rich. Come on now. The guy's wearing New Balance sneakers from 2004, rocking a Costco membership like it's a VIP pass, and driving a Toyota Camry with a missing hubcap. But then watch this. Come to find out, dude owns 15 rental properties, a stock portfolio bigger than your dreams, and probably has an underground bunker full of gold bars. That, my friends, is what we call stealth wealth. And once you understand it, you'll realize getting rich is actually the easy part. Keeping it low-key? That's the real skill. Because I've said it before, but I need to drill this in your head so you fully understand. The loudest person in the room is usually the brokest. And the one minding their business, quietly building wealth? Yeah, that's the future millionaire. In this video, I will share with you a secret. If you understand it, your financial situation will change completely. What I'm about to explain is something related to stealth wealth. If you can grasp this concept, you'll see exactly how stealth wealth works, why it's the ultimate cheat code, and the simple shifts you need to make so you can build real wealth without anyone even knowing. Pay attention. This will change how you see money forever. So without wasting any more time, let's get into it. Chapter 1. The difference between rich and looking rich. All right, first things first. Let's clear up a massive misconception. Even though this video focuses on the basics, I don't want you to get fooled into thinking what you see on social media is how you need to start living. As we discussed in recent videos, there's a huge difference between being rich and looking rich. The guy flexing a Lambo on Instagram, designer drip, and bottle service every weekend. Most of the time, he's one missed paycheck away from financial disaster. Meanwhile, the guy in Walmart jeans eating a homemade sandwich at work and driving a car that's old enough to vote? Yeah, he's probably a millionaire. You see, real wealth doesn't scream, it whispers. And this is what I'll explain to you, so listen closely. Here's a real-life example. Meet Ronald Reed. This guy was a janitor, literally a dude cleaning floors at a middle school. Everyone thought he was an average guy, just living paycheck to paycheck. Then he died at 92 and left behind an $8 million fortune. How did he do it? Simple. He mastered stealth wealth. He saved, invested in blue chip stocks for decades, and never wasted money on things that didn't matter. Meanwhile, the guy leasing a BMW and financing his Gucci belt. Bro's one economic downturn away from moving back in with his mom. Remember this golden rule for life. Wealth isn't about what you show, it's about what you actually have. And once you understand that, achieving stealth wealth becomes easy. This concept has more details, and we'll dive deeper into it in upcoming videos in the Stealth Wealth series. Just make sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyways, this brings me to Chapter 2. Why stealth wealth is the ultimate cheat code. This is the #1 financial hack, and if you follow everything I mention in this video, I am 100% sure you'll start using it by tomorrow. Imagine you just won the lottery. What's the first thing you think about? Buying a mansion, flying private, wearing sunglasses indoors like a B-list rapper? Wrong. The first thing you should do is tell no one. Not your friends, not your cousins, not even your barber, because trust me, barbers talk more than news anchors. See, the second people know you have money, everything changes. Suddenly, you're getting text messages like, "Yo bro, long time no see. How you been?" Translation, "I need money." "Hey, we should totally catch up." Translation, "I need money. We have an amazing investment opportunity for you." Translation, "We are about to scam you." And let's not even talk about dating. Here's how a normal date goes. Want to grab some coffee? Now here's a date when they think you're rich. "So, where are you taking me? I've always wanted to try Nobu." But see, when nobody knows you're wealthy, people treat you like a regular human. You don't have to deal with fake friends, gold diggers, or business opportunities. You can enjoy your money on your terms. And this isn't just theory. This is real life. Case study #1. The billionaire who hid his fortune. Ever heard of Chuck Feeney? No? That's exactly the point. This guy quietly built a billion-dollar empire through duty-free shopping, made more money than 99.9% of people on this planet. But instead of flexing like a wannabe celebrity, he lived in a regular apartment, wore cheap clothes, and flew economy. Meanwhile, some dude making $45,000 a year is financing a Rolex just to impress his coworkers. Feeney gave away $8 billion before he passed, without anyone even knowing. No private jets, no social media flexing, just quietly changing the world behind the scenes. That is stealth wealth. Chapter 3: 5 Simple Rules to Master Stealth Wealth. Now let's talk about how you can build stealth wealth effortlessly. Before I explain how to do it, let me remind you of a rule I always repeat. Rule number 1: dress like you work at Target. Listen, the easiest way to flex wealth is not to flex it at all. Mark Zuckerberg, same gray t-shirt every day. Warren Buffett lives in a $250,000 house from the 1950s. Steve Jobs, turtlenecks from the clearance rack. Rich people don't need to prove they're rich. Broke people do. So instead of trying to look rich, focus on actually getting rich. This is a topic I want to dedicate a separate video to. If there's any interest, just tell me in the comment section below. Rule number 2: drive like you hate cars. The number 1 millionaire car isn't a Ferrari, it's a Toyota Camry. Not because millionaires can't afford luxury, but because they understand cars are money traps. The second you drive that brand new Mercedes off the lot, you just lost 30% of its value. So instead of financing a car you can't afford, buy something reliable and put the rest of your money into assets. Not to mention, you can easily negotiate better deals. Let me give you a mistake I used to make, and then I'll give you the solution. Let's say you're trying to buy a car. If the dealership sees you pull up in a Rolex and a Gucci tracksuit, they're thinking, oh yeah, we're charging this guy full price. I mean, we've all seen it before. Those scammy car salesmen trying to sell you the world. But if you show up looking regular, you're just a regular customer. No one's jacking up prices on you. And get this, I knew a guy who owned multiple businesses and was loaded, but when he went to buy a car, he dressed like a broke college student. The dealership treated him like an average customer and gave him way better deals. The moral of the story is simple. Stealth wealth saves you money. Rule number 3: keep your bank account a secret. Want to know the fastest way to lose friends and get fake family members? Tell people how much money you have. Listen, nobody needs to know your net worth. If someone asks and you don't want to sound like a rude prick, just try this out. Wrong answer. Oh, I have about $2.5 million invested. Now the right answer, bro, I'm just trying to pay my bills like everybody else. The more people think you're struggling, the less they'll ask for handouts. By the way, since we're talking about this topic, I want to share something very important that I've wanted to say for a while. When people know you're rich, they start making decisions for you. Friends expect you to pay for everything. Family members suddenly have emergencies that require your financial help. Strangers try to tell you how to spend your money. And if you say no, boom, all of a sudden you're selfish. But when you keep your wealth under the radar, nobody pressures you. Nobody expects anything. You live life on your terms. Rule number 4: never flash your investments. Let me guess, you just made a huge gain in stocks or crypto and you want to tell everyone? Don't. Real stealth wealth means keeping your financial moves to yourself. While everyone's bragging about their gains on Reddit, you're quietly stacking assets and compounding wealth. You get to enjoy life without the fake attention. A lot of people think being rich and famous is the ultimate dream, until they realize that being famous kinda sucks. Rich people who show off can't even go to the grocery store without people taking pictures, asking for money, or just acting weird. Meanwhile, people who practice stealth wealth, they can enjoy their money in peace, can go wherever they want without people treating them differently, don't have to explain their life choices to random people. At the end of the day, stealth wealth gives you real freedom. Remember that for life. Rule number 5, focus on assets, not status. Look, you need to understand this clearly. Wealth is about freedom, not flexing. You want to drive a Lamborghini? Fine. But only if you can buy 10 of them in cash without blinking. The goal is simple. Buy assets that make you money, not liabilities that drain your bank account. I've said this more times than I can count, but I'll say it again. Stealth wealth is about playing the long game. You don't need to impress people now. You need to set yourself up for financial freedom forever. So, let me ask you, would you rather be secretly wealthy and live stress-free, or be loud and broke, constantly trying to keep up with a fake lifestyle? Because real wealth isn't about flexing, it's about options. And the ultimate flex is not needing to flex at all. At the end of the day, the real flex isn't showing off, it's having options. Being able to wake up and do whatever you want without worrying about money, that's real wealth. So forget about impressing people who don't matter. Move in silence, stack your assets, and let them wonder how you're always stress-free. Because once you master stealth wealth, getting rich becomes easy. However, there is still something you need to understand. And honestly, it's something I can't explain in just one video, so I've created a separate video on stealth wealth that can save you years, if not decades, of heartbreak and financial struggle. Just click the video on the screen now, and we'll see you in the next one.